Sukhasana, easy pose with your hands on your knees, shoulders back, tuck your chin slightly back. Lengthen through your spine with the ribs in, but keep the lower belly soft. Soften the gaze and just try to center for a few minutes. Bring your attention here. Hear your breath. Notice the length of your breath. Breathing through your nose. If you're congested, you can always use your mouth. And let's start breathing together. Starting with Dirga breath, 3-part breath. Keep the shoulders down and soft. Relax the back of your neck. And inhale, blow your belly like a balloon. Flare the ribs to the sides and lift the heart. And a long exhale through your nose, just to soften, relax. Inhale, feel like you're creating space on the inside of your body, expanding with the belly and the chest. Hold the breath at the top, and then a longer exhale. Full breath in. Get the breath all the way in. And a long exhale, draw the navel to the spine, empty the breath fully out. And then 2 more times at your own pace. Have a little pause between the inhales and exhales, and between the exhales and inhales. And let's do one more together. Full breath in. Fill your lungs. Hold at the top of your breath. And take one more sip. And open your mouth and let it go. Very good. We'll do a few rounds of fire breath. So as you lengthen, the inhale is passive and the exhale is strong. When you exhale, you draw the navel all the way back. I will demonstrate. I'll just hold my shirt back. So you take a breath in, and then we start gentle, and we have a little bit of space between the breaths at first. So you notice that the inhale is passive and the exhale is strong, and you pull the navel back. We'll start together. Take a breath in. Exhale halfway out, and then we start. Maybe a little bit faster. Take a deep breath in. Exhale from the nose and relax. Start with small half circles with your neck, forward and coming up from the other side. Make them small, maybe a little bit faster than usual, and notice if you're hiking the shoulders, release your shoulders down. Start to connect your breath to the movement. Inhale one side, exhale to the other. And then pause to one side, lift the gaze up. Rotate to the center and lift the gaze from the other side. Make it a little bit slower, a little bit deeper. And I'll meet you with the chin to your chest. Start rolling the shoulders, shoulders up and back, down and forward. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Add a little sway in your head if you want to, if you need to. Maybe you lift the gaze and notice if you're rounding your back, try to lengthen as much as you can. Two more times. Full breath in and exhale, release. Very good. Have the soles of the feet in front of you touching. And then wrap the forefingers out and the thumbs on the inside of your feet. Rise up on your inhale. Roll the shoulders back with your exhale, hinge from your hips. Press the elbows to the inner thighs or the inner knees. Try to keep the length in the tailbone. And just start really long. We're still warming up. Start really high, really long, trying to work on your length. Pressing the outer hips down. Opening the inner thighs. Notice if you're lifting the gaze or rounding your neck, try to keep the back of your neck long. On your next inhale, rise up. With your exhale, interlace the fingers around your feet, maybe the heels a little bit closer, and this time the elbows maybe in front of your shins as you round and come down. Allowing rounding in the back of your shoulders, pressing the outer hips down still. Soften your breath, gaze down. This is a great pose to go back inward, focus on you. On your next inhale, lift the gaze, lift the shoulders, and rise up. Now slide the hips further back so there's more space between your heels and the sit bones, and the hands come under your shins. Wrap the fingers around your feet, and this time pull the crown of the head to the front and then dip down from your chest, from your core. Breathe through your nose. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Try to keep the length of the tailbone, pushing the sit bones back towards the back wall. Very good. Release the hands. And very slowly, with the help of your hands, rise up. Extend the legs to the side. So try to be on the width of your mat here, so your heels can rest on your mat. Flex your feet, and if you look at the feet, you have the feet exactly on the same line. Hands are behind you. Wiggle your way to rise up on your inhale. With your exhale, the hands are in front of you and just start dipping down from the chest. Notice here, if the knees are sensitive, you can have cushioning maybe under the knees or allow a bend in your knees, softening your feet. Otherwise, flex your feet, toes towards your ears, press the hamstrings down, and just fold. You can start really high, or maybe you can come a little bit lower. If you have blocks, also you can use them under the forearms. Breathe through your nose and try to keep the softness in your shoulders and your neck. Notice if you're tucking your hips or rounding the lower back, untuck your hips. Lengthen the lower back and the tailbone as you lean to the front. Breathe through your nose. Stay right here, or maybe you go a little bit lower. Sometimes the longer you stay in the posture, the more you release, the more opening you find. Maybe on your next inhale, you lengthen with your exhale a little bit lower, but try not to shrug your shoulders, round your back to come lower. Keep your neck and shoulders soft. There might be a lot of resistance in your hips, rounding in your hips. Your work here is to try to find the length. Untuck your hips and find the softness. Very good. On your next inhale, use your hands to help you rise up with a flat back all the way up. Very good. So I'll be mirroring you in this part. Have the right hand, the right elbow on the inside of your knee, and the right hand is down, and lift the left arm up. Keep the shoulders down and just start bending to the side. Lengthen the side body, still flexing your feet. Notice if you're shrugging the shoulders, pull the shoulders down away from your ears, especially the right shoulder. Deepen your breath. Chin can stay over the chest. If the neck is okay, you can look up. So your work is to reach the left hand away from the sit bone, anchor the left sit bone down, creating as much space as you can in the side of the waist between the side ribs. Breathe through your nose and try to find softness in the shoulders. Beautiful. Let's all look down, stay here, and wrap the left arm behind you. Maybe you can slide the right elbow further out, open the shoulder. Take a deep breath in, opening the upper shoulder, the left shoulder, and exhale out. Inhale again. And with your exhale, rotate the upper shoulder down, come back to the center and rise up. We'll change sides. Left elbow on the inside of your knee, anchor the hand, flex your feet. Lift the right arm up towards the sky first and then over your ear. Keep the space between the shoulders and your ears and keep opening the upper shoulder, the right shoulder. Gaze can be up or down. Keep connecting with your breath. Your yoga practice is your chance to really deepen your breath. Paying attention to the belly expanding with every inhale and softening with every exhale. Gaze down and wrap the right arm behind your back. Maybe you go a little bit lower, but notice the upper shoulder is rolling up. So here your focus is on opening the upper shoulder, the right shoulder, even if the right sit bone lifts a little bit. To come out, rotate the right shoulder down towards the mat, come to the center, and then rise up. Very good. Let's have one more fold. So the hands are behind you, rise up to anchor the sit bones, deep breath in. And with your exhale, fold to the front. See how it feels this time, I know. I'll give you a break with the wide fold here. So you can come straight to the forearms if that's where you were. Try to lengthen, create space between the vertebrae of the spine as you pull the sit bones back, the crown of the head forward. Maybe you go a little bit lower. If it's in your practice, you can wrap the two-piece fingers around the big toes. The elbows are back and the crown of the head is to the front. Pull the shoulders back. Getting deeper into the stretch, not so much softening here, but engage your thigh muscles. Engage your quadriceps, lifting the kneecaps up to help you, to help the hamstrings release. Release the hands down. You're pressing the hands down and they're helping you lift up. Don't use your back. And then come all the way back to the center with the help of your hands. Bring the knees together and I'll meet you in table. So here, if you have a towel or blanket, you can put it under your knees, or if you want, you can fold, like double fold the mat. It's great cushioning. You might need cushioning for your knees here. Spread the fingers. In table, press up. Try not to sink in the shoulders at any time. So keep protracting the shoulders, widening the shoulder blades out. Feel the length in the sides of your neck. And then extend the right leg back. Point or demi-point, or flex your foot if you want. Engage your core muscles and press up. Lifting the right heel slightly but not higher than the torso, with the heel reaching back. Left arm is in front of you with the thumb up towards the ceiling, reaching front and back. Keep the gaze down to the center so you're not creating tension in the neck. And if you're sinking into the shoulder, keep pressing up with the right shoulder. Take a full breath in for length. On your exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale, reach front and back. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, feel like you're creating length in the body. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. And I'll meet you with the left hand in front. Press up through the right arm again. Then bend the right knee, sweep the left arm, catch your foot, press the foot into your hand, into your sunbird. And here you have an extra lift. More space between the right ear and the shoulder. Maybe you gaze to the side, lifting the right thigh a little bit higher. Pushing the foot into the hand, opening the shoulder. You can gaze to the side or down, depending how your balance feels today. We have 2 more breaths. Full breath in. Very good. With your exhale, release the hand, extend the leg out, and then bring the leg next to you. The toes are pointing forward, and the leg is parallel to the front of your mat. Bring the left knee out, so you have more space for your hips here, just slightly out. I hope you have some cushioning under your knees and press up with the shoulders. Still anchoring the right hand down. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky. And exhale, come back to the center. Notice how that felt. If that was too tight on your shoulder, left hand is behind your head and just open and close. We'll do this 3 more times, either here or inhale, lift, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. You can thread the hand under the armpit also, and inhale. Exhale, I think we have 1 more. Inhale, reach up. And with your exhale, thread the hand under the armpit, reach it out as much as you can, and rest the side of the head is down. So now you're looking at your right foot and sweep the right arm behind you. Maybe you find the crease in the thigh. And just find complete surrender in this posture, without any tension in your neck. So notice if you're shrugging the shoulders, shoulders are back. And you're just allowing gravity to work. Very good. Right hand comes in front of your face. Press with the right hand to come all the way up. Bring the left knee back to the center if you moved it out like me. And then walk the hands back to come up. So I will be facing you. So this is how you're looking like right now. With the right leg out, the toes are pointing to the front. You can tuck the back toes or the top of the foot is down, depending on how much pressure you feel on the knee. Choose the posture that has less pressure. And inhale, sweep your arms up. With your exhale, slide the right hand, I'm not mirroring you here, slide the right hand down your thigh without putting any weight on the hand. Lift the left arm up. Again, open the side body. And open, notice if you're rolling the shoulder down, open the left shoulder. Full breath in. And with your exhale, sweep, cartwheel the hands. You have the left hand down and the right arm up. And here you feel the stretch from the foot to the fingertips. Again, opening the right shoulder. You want the core engaged and you have a little tuck in your hips to protect that area. So you can be lower or you can be up here if you feel tension in the back. Let's get in some movement. Inhale, reach up, slide the right hand down. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, open the whole side body. And exhale. One more, full breath in. And exhale. Very good. Pause here. Again, the hand can be on your hip or the hand reaching down, the right arm over your ear. You have it tucked in your hips. Engage your core to protect your lower back. Deep breath in. Exhale, soften. And inhale, rise up to the center. Very good. And bring your knee in. So from here, we're going to camel. You're kneeling up. The knees are hip-width distance apart. Tuck your toes. And keep the thighs perpendicular to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. With your exhale, open the left hand behind you, reaching the hand towards your heel and lifting the right arm up. You're pressing the hips forward, trying to keep the hips square with the front of your mat, the thighs perpendicular to the floor, and just feel like you're opening the front body. But you're looking for length, so the hand is reaching up, the crown of the head is reaching up without compression of the lower back. Full breath in. And exhale, come back to the center to change sides. This time, right hand back, left arm is up. Gaze can be up or down. Notice if you're hiking the shoulders, release them. Press the hips to the front so you're squeezing the sit bones to the midline. Again, deep breath in. And exhale, come back to the center to change sides again. At your own pace, breathe in. Your own speed, exhale out to change. Inhale, breathe in. And breathe out to change. Let's do one more on each side, or you can stay one side or the other. And I'll meet you back in the center. Whew. Let's find our way to table. So again, if you wanted the cushioning under the knees, we have still a full other side. Let's do a few cat-cows here in case we tension the lower back. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the sit bones, release the belly. And exhale, round your back, tuck your chin, tuck your hips. Inhale, arch your back. And exhale, round. Do it 3 more times. Maybe you close your eyes, soften the gaze, and add any movement that your body's calling for. Like for me, I feel in cat pose, like swaying side to side. My lower back is sore today, so that feels good. And whenever you're ready, I'll meet you back in the center. So find your engagement in the center. From table, you're pressing up. Spread the fingers. Press the fingertips down. Extend the left leg back. Lengthen the tailbone so you have a little tuck in your hips here as you have a lift in the shoulders. Flex the foot or point the toes. Keep the sides of your neck long and lift the right arm in front with the thumb up towards the ceiling without sinking into the left shoulder. Your work is to keep the lift here. You're reaching back with the foot, front with the hand, without hiking the shoulders. Deep breath in. And exhale, knee to elbow. Round your back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. If I'm going too fast, go slower. You want to go to the full range of motion in every posture, whether you're lengthening or you're rounding. And I'll meet you in extension with the arm in front, leg is back, and notice if you sunk down, lift up. Then bend your knees, sweep the arm, catch the foot, or you can stay extended and press the foot into the hand. Gaze can stay to the center or to the side. You have an extra lift here, more space between your shoulder and your ear. Lift the left knee higher, keep the knee to the midline, press the foot into the hand. And a deep breath in. Very good. Exhale, extend the leg, release the hand down. Bring the leg next to you, the toes are pointing to the front. Maybe you draw the right knee slightly out to give you more space in your hips for the twist, and press up. Right hand can be behind your head, or on your inhale, lift with a straight arm up, and exhale down. You can thread halfway under, and inhale, lift, and exhale. Your variation can be hand behind your head, inhale, and exhale. We have 2 more. I know the left arm feels it. We're almost there. Inhale, lift. With your exhale, slide the hand under the armpit. The palm of the hand is facing up. Release the side of the head down. Let it all go. Sweep the left arm behind you. Maybe you find the crease in the thigh. Soften your gaze and notice if the shoulders are up, release them down. If there's too much tension on your neck, take care of the shoulder. Maybe the shoulder can come a little bit lower. And just find a space of surrender here. Curling your fingers, taking a few deep breaths. Remember, this practice is all about your breath. Your breath is what's connecting your mind to your body. When you're ready, left hand is in front of your face. Your weight is on the left hand to press all the way up and then walk your way up. So again, I will be facing you. You have the left leg straight next to you. The toes are pointing forward. Again, the cushioning under the knee is magical here. Inhale, sweep your arms up. With your exhale, have the left hand towards your thigh, right arm reaches up. And notice here you have that little baby. Tuck in your hips, lengthen the tailbone. Engage your core by knitting the ribs together. Maybe you bend to the side a little bit. Gaze can be under the armpit or down if the neck is sensitive. Great, and take a deep breath in. On your exhale, cartwheel the hands. The right hand can be on the hip or down. Lift the left arm over the ear. Notice if the left shoulder is rolling down, try to open. Even if that means you come higher, you want to widen the collarbones. Have that little stitch between the shoulder blades. And you're really engaging your core here and tucking your hips. Let's get in some movement. Inhale, reach, cartwheel the hands, other side. And exhale, full range of motion. Pause, take a breath into posture, and then change sides. Let's do it 2 more times at your own pace. One more on each. And inhale, reach the arm up. Pause here, take a few breaths. And a deep breath in. On your exhale, slowly come back to the center, bring the knees together. We're going to camel again. Tuck your toes. Knees are hip-width distance apart. Inhale, sweep your arms up. On your exhale, circle the arms. They can be to the lower back and roll the shoulders back. Keep the length of the crown of the head reaching forward and then lean back a little bit. Pressing the hips to the front, sit bones to the midline, and the thighs perpendicular to the floor. Stay here or have the hands slide down the hamstrings if that feels okay. Wrapping the shoulders back. Shining the sternum to the front. Again, a great place to stay. Or maybe you lean back, maybe find your heels, press the hips to the front. Gaze can be to the front if your neck is sensitive, or look up. Take a full breath in. Stay here with your exhale to soften. One more deep breath in. To come out, look forward, and then slowly lift up and come down to seated on your heels. You're still tucking your toes into your toe crunchers. Roll the shoulders back. We'll take 4 deep breaths together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more at your own pace. Soften the skin on the back of your neck. The skin behind your ears. I know maybe you feel it in the toes, hang in there. Getting used to being in an uncomfortable situation, but still finding softness and peace in that situation. And when you're ready, lean forward, have the hands down. I'll meet you back in table, barrel rolls with the spine jump, roping the spine around the center column of your body just a few times. And go in both directions. And let's meet in the center. The palms are half a palm print forward, tuck your toes and lift your hips up into your downward dog. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Let's start with a bend in your knees, lifting the sit bones up, lengthen the tailbone. The sit bones are reaching to the back wall where it meets the ceiling. Create as much space between the vertebrae of the spine, and notice here the shoulders, try to widen the shoulders out, flatten the shoulder blades out. And then the heels can come towards the mat, not necessarily touching. Feeling the stretch in the back of your calves, your Achilles. Your head is hanging, gazing back towards your hands or your ankle, your feet or your ankles. And then you have a lift in the forearms towards your fingertips to get your arm engagement, to help you stay here instead of sliding if your hands keep slipping. And take a full breath in. Exhale out. Start with a pedal in your feet. Release one heel down at a time. Feel the stretch and then change sides. Opening the back of the legs, the glutes, hamstrings, calves. Very good. Pause in the center. Lift both heels up. See how that feels. Can you keep the length in your spine? Release the heels all the way to the left. You got this. We're almost there. Try to stay balanced on both hands. Equally balanced. And then lift the heels all the way up. Release the heels all the way to the right. Lift the heels up, come back to the center, bend the knees a lot, gaze forward and tiptoe to the front of your mat. Feet are hip-width distance apart and let it go. Allow a bend in your knees into your fold. Relax the neck and the shoulders. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Maybe you add a little sway front and back. And notice here, if you tend to tuck your hips in your forward fold, untuck your hips. Try to find that way to lift the sit bones up, even if you come up higher. So even if you're in flat back, you practice there, and then you start lowering once you master it. Let's all meet in flat back. So your hands are on your shins, sit bones are back, crown of the head is forward, wrap the shoulder blades back, and normally the legs are straight if the back is flat, but you can allow a bend in your knees. The gaze is right there under your eyes. You're lengthening the sides of your neck. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take one deep breath in. And a long exhale through your nose. It's all about breath today. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, grab the fingertips touching down, anchor the right foot, and step the left foot back into your low lunge. Notice the right knee is over your heel, it's not passing your heel, and the back heel is reaching up and back towards the wall. Wrap the shoulder blades back. If you have blocks, this is a great place to find them, having the blocks under your hands, and press up, engaging the back thigh. Tighten the hips towards each other. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, extend the front leg so it can be fully extended or halfway extended. Keep the back nice and flat as much as you can. And notice if you're lifting the inside edge of the front front foot up, try to press it down. You're just lifting the arch, but the two sides of the inside edge of the foot are pressing down. Deep breath in. And exhale, find your way to low lunge again. And here you're tightening the hips, pulling the right hip crease back. Back leg is strong, lifting the back of the thigh up. Let's get in some movement here. Inhale, lift. Extend the leg halfway or fully. You're still scissor hugging the right hip crease back. And exhale, bend. So you can keep the back flat. Fingertips are down or on a block. Inhale, lift. And exhale. And notice if you have a lift in the neck, try not to have wrinkles in the back of your neck. And then inhale, extend. Maybe this time you fold with your exhale. Inhale, have a lift. Stay here and exhale, fold. One more time, full breath in. And exhale, fold. And find your way to a flat back. So however that looked like for you, it's great. Bend the front knee and release the back knee down. If you have the cushioning under your knee, you will need it here. Spread the front toes. Keep the back toes tucked to help you balance, and inhale, rise all the way up. With your exhale, have the arms next to you, parallel to the floor, and wrap the shoulders back. Pull the shoulders like you're tucking the shoulder blades into pockets towards the lower back. You have a baby tuck in your hips, but you're still able to lean back a little bit if that feels okay on the lower back. So there's no compression on the lower back because you're rising up with the crown of the head and then leaning back. Very good. Inhale, open. With your exhale, round your back like you're going to cat pose. Maybe even you interlace the fingers and just reach the hands to the front. And inhale, open. And exhale, round. Really rounding your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. And this time, open and stay here on your inhale. Lean forward a little bit to open your hip flexors. Notice your front knee is not passing your heel. If it does, heel toe the foot further front. With your exhale, the hands come back to the front and have the hands on the inside of your foot. Your back toes are tucked. Lift the back knee up. You're tightening the hips, so you're in a high lizard here. Heel toe the right foot out to the outside edge of the mat. Maybe the toes are pointing out, 1 o'clock on the dial, and the knee is in the same direction as the toes. You can stay here, back leg strong and firm. If you have blocks, you can use them under the hands. Or you can come down to the forearms on blocks or to the mat. So you decide what you're doing. Try to find softness in your neck and the shoulders, but your hips and your thighs are engaged here. If this doesn't feel good, you can totally release the back knee down, just like you're in normal lizard on your long arms. You're gazing right there under the eyes. Try not to round looking back or lift the gaze. Keep the neck soft. And then press up onto your hands. Release the knee down. Heel toe the foot back to the center. And then extend the right leg back into your half split. Getting yourself some type of a release. The toes are up toward the sky. Hands are under the shoulders. Lengthen and wrap the shoulder blades back. Take a breath and stay here. Or with your exhale, sit back on your heel, getting deeper into your toe crunchers. Maybe walk the hands to the front, whether you're high or you're low. Maybe you windshield wiper the foot side to side, getting into the 3 hamstrings. Or you pause to one side and then the other if you want. And when you're ready, walk your way to the front, anchor the foot, anchor the hands, and press up, find your way into your standing forward fold. Feet are hip-width distance apart. Bend the knees, lift the sit bones. Notice here the difference between the right side and the left side. You can extend the legs if the lower belly is resting on your thighs, maybe the ribs too, if you can keep the length in your spine. Maybe you have the hands towards the elbows, forearms are down. So if the back is sensitive today, please stick to your flat back. Working on lifting the sit bones up. This is a great place to be to work on untucking your hips, releasing any tension in the lower back. The bend in your knees does not mean that you're not stretching. It means that you're also stretching your glutes actually. Release your hands. Bend your knees a lot. Start lifting the shoulders. And inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Shoulders are down. Come back inward. Come back to your breath. Very good. Let's go to the other side. Inhale, reach your arms up. On your exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips are down. With your exhale, step the right foot back, getting into your low lunge. Notice the front knee is right there over the ankle. If you have blocks, they're magical. Here you can use them under the hands. And they're not a crutch because you're still working. Don't feel like you're not working enough. You always are. The right heel is reaching back. You're tightening the hips, pulling the left hip crease back, getting the hips square with the front of the mat. And then wrap the shoulder blades back. You're lifting the back of the right knee up towards the sky to get that full engagement in the back leg. Try to keep the back nice and long, and then extend the front leg. Halfway or all the way you decide, and then pull the left hip crease back. Notice, like me, if your stance was very long, you can bring the foot a little bit closer. And you're in a space where the inside edge of the front foot is anchored down. You're spreading the toes. Lengthen the back of your neck, pull the shoulders back. Deep breath in. And exhale, bend the knee. Back leg strong and firm. Inhale, lift. And exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, lift and pause here. Scissor hug the left hip crease back. Maybe this time with your exhale you fold deeper if that's okay, or you can go back to your lunge. Always listen to your body, and today is different than yesterday. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Again, inhale, lift halfway. And this time with your exhale, bend the front knee into your low lunge again. Shoulders are back. Find the cushioning under the back knee. And release the back knee down. Keep the toes tucked. Engage your core and inhale, rise all the way up with your arms. Exhale, open your arms parallel to the floor. So if that didn't feel good on the lower back, you can keep the arms up or hands to your hips. I'll guide you with hands to your hips. You're tightening the left hip crease back. Again, hips are square with the front of the mat. Inhale, widen the collarbones or open your arms, wherever you are is great. And with your exhale, start rounding into your cat pose with the elbows to the front, round the shoulders. So you're either here or inhale, open. And exhale, fingertips to the front, round and tuck your chin. Notice if you keep leaning back, try to keep leaning forward. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. One more time. Exhale, round. And this time, open your arms up, back. With your exhale, lower your hips. Maybe you interlace the fingers behind you, opening the hip flexors, reaching the shoulders down, and then lift your hands higher. If this doesn't feel good, don't do it. Maybe you lift the gaze, lengthen the front body, but remember, you're not compressing the lower back because the crown of the head is reaching up and away from your hips. Take a full breath in. And with your exhale, release. Have the hands to the inside of your foot. You're tucking the back toes, lift the back knee up to get into lizard. But remember, if this is too much on your leg, you can keep the knee down. Heel to the left foot slightly out. toes are slightly out, 11 o'clock, with the knee in the same direction as the toes. Back leg is fully engaged. That's the difference when you're lifting the leg. Really feeling the back leg engaged, and then you're tightening the hips. Scissor hug the left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. You can stay here. Maybe you come to one forearm or both if you have a block. Definitely have it under the arms or the forearms. This posture might cause some shakiness, and that's okay here. You want to try to keep softness in the shoulders and the neck, but the hips and the thighs engaged, firing up the legs. And then press up to your hands, release the back knee down. Woo, the hip flexors are screaming at me. Bring your left foot back to the center, walk your hands back, hands are under the shoulders, and extend the left leg. Left hip is back, toes are up toward the sky, stay here. Great place to be. Maybe walk the hands to the front. Maybe sit bones reach back. Rest the back of your neck. If you tend to carry tension in the back of your neck, keep thinking about it to find softness. Maybe even you sway your head side to side. Maybe you turn your foot to the right, pause, and then to the left, or you can keep windshield wiper the foot. Walk your way to the front. You're tucking the back toes, lift the leg and step the right foot next to the left. Whew. Have a deep bend in your knees. Allow the upper body to hang here. The hands can stay to the mat to help you make sure not to fall to the front, and then bring your weight to the balls of your feet, maybe. Let's find flat back. Hands are on your shins. Inhale, lengthen the spine, extend the legs, and exhale, fold. Bend your knees a lot and inhale, rise all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to your heart. Pause here, take a breath. And when you're ready, step back and let's come to the width of the mat. So you have the toes in, the heels are out, hands are on your hips. If you look at the feet, they're exactly on the same line. You don't have one foot in front of the other. And then inhale, sweep your arms up. With your exhale, swan dive down. Start with a flat back, fingertips are under the chest here. Notice you want length in the spine as much as you can. Again, if you have those blocks, it's great to use them under the hands to get the earth a little bit higher towards you to keep the spine nice and long. Notice how your stance is if you want to go a little bit wider or narrower, but keep the pigeon-toed feet here. And then the sit bones are passing your heels back. Then anchor the right hand, let me mirror you here. Anchor the left hand under the chest. And with your inhale, lift the right hand up towards the sky. Again, if you feel a lot of tightness in the shoulder, maybe use spider finger the hand, the left hand, or you find a block or a book or something to come up higher. Gaze can be up or down. Try not to create tension in the neck. And don't shrug the shoulders up. You're tugging the shoulder blades back. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, look down and release the right hand down. Pause here. Realign your hips, your shoulders, and maybe you add a little sway. And then anchor the right hand with your inhale, lift the left hand out toward the sky. Keep the space between your ears and the shoulders. You want to keep working on tucking the shoulder blades and those invisible pockets towards the lower back. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, look down, release the left hand down. Bend your knees, hands are on your hips, and take a breath in to carry you all the way up. Open your mouth and let it go. Very good. Arms are parallel to the floor. Rotate the left toes to the front of your mat. The right toes are inward and bend the left knee. If you look at the Left knee, you can see the big toe on the inside of your knee because you're flaring the knee out, engaging your inner thigh. You have a little tuck in your hip, a baby tuck in your hip. Engage your core and rise up through the crown of your head. Notice the back leg, the outside edge of the foot is pressing down. You're reaching out from the inside of your shin towards the outside edge of the foot. Keep this, maintain your core engagement, maintain your legs, and then on your inhale, cartwheel, left hand up, right hand down the thigh. Again, create space in the side body, opening the arch under the armpit without hiking your shoulders. Still bending the front knee, and take a deep breath in. With your exhale, cartwheel the hands this time, left forearm to the thigh, right arm over the ear. Without sinking into the left shoulder, stay light on the left forearm. Maybe the hips can lower a little bit more. Keep the thigh engagement, core engagement. Let's get in some movement here. On your inhale, cartwheel, open the side body. And exhale to the other side, forearm is down, and open the other side body from the foot to the fingertips. We're going side to side 3 more times at your own pace. Use the breath with the movement and go full range of motion. Inhale to open, and exhale to the other side. Go to the full range of the posture before you change sides. One more time. You're in side angle, still bending the knee, firing up that leg. And then inhale, extend, and this time extend the left knee. Give yourself a break. With your exhale, left arm parallel to the floor, heel toe the back foot closer. Let's get into a balance. My favorite balance, half moon. Find a focal point. Left hand comes down and lift the right leg up. Open and stack the right hip over the left, right shoulder over the left. Flex your foot, reach the right heel back, and maybe the right arm is reaching up. You're knitting the ribs together. Sit bones towards each other, and then you're reaching your extremities out, taking as much space as you can around you. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, bend the standing leg and tap the right foot down. Both hands are down. Walk your way back to the center, and here you're rotating the left toes inward, going to Skandasana. Skandasana. Hands can be on your thigh, just lowering here, getting maybe a right angle in the leg, or the hands can be on a block or down to the earth. Take a few breaths here, engaging your thighs. And then maybe you lower your hips, pressing the left arm on the inside of your knee or thigh, lifting the right toes up towards the sky. So maybe you'll start rounding here, lifting your heel. Your goal is to lower your heel and really try to open the shoulders up as much as you can. Breathe through your nose, stay right here, or maybe you bind today with the left arm around the leg, right hand is behind your back, the hands can meet, opening the right shoulder as much as you can. If you're binding, come back to the center. And we're all coming down to seated. Just find your way here. However you get here is great. The hands are behind you because your back wants to round and it kind of feels weird. So maybe you find your way here. If you have a block, you can sit on it because that height in the hips will give you space to sit like this. If it's not possible for you today, you can bring the foot down to the inside of your thigh. So if you're here, your foot is on the inside of your thigh or not, bring both hands here, press the arm up. You're rotating the shoulder towards a straight leg and inhale, reach up. With your exhale, start folding towards the leg. So my legs are really wide. I'll bring my foot a little bit closer and just I'll fold towards it. My upper shoulder, my left shoulder is going to be higher, and that's okay. So I can be just framing the knee, the calf, the ankle, or catching my foot. And then slowly lift up. So notice here when you fold it, the left sit bone rise, lift it up, and that's okay. Catch the ankle with the foot and lift the left arm over the ear. This is a nice, really great stretch. If your foot is on the inside, you can catch the knee or catch your ankle and just reach out. Gaze can be under the armpit, flex your right foot, and you're rotating to open the upper shoulder, the left shoulder. Breathe through your nose. Create more space in the sides of your neck by pulling the shoulders down. To come out, use your hand that's catching the ankle to pull you up. Try not to use your side muscles and rise up. Your sides might be sore tomorrow, I don't know. Find your way to table. Spread the fingers, tuck your toes and lift your hips up. Find downward facing dog. It kind of feels like a resting posture. Maybe pedal your feet a few times. Breathe through your nose. And take a deep breath in. With your exhale, bend your knees and tiptoe to the front of your mat. You're in forward fold again. Open the back of your legs. Allow the bend in your knees if you need it. Untuck your hips and rest the head. Take a breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and breathe out. Bend your knees a lot. Sit bones to the midline and inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart and take a breath here. Calm your mind. Step back to the width of your mat. We're going to the other side. So again, toes are in, heels are out. We'll start with a wide fold here. On your inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive down into your fold. Hands are under the chest. You start with a flat back. Notice how your stance is if you want to go wider, but keep the pigeon toed with the toes closer in. Have the hands a little bit wider and fold deeper with the head towards the mat. And here, if you want the bend in your knees, you can find it because you still want to focus on lifting the sit bones up to the back wall where it meets the ceiling. Walk your way to the left towards your left foot. See how that feels. Stay right here, it's a great place to be, or maybe thread the right hand under the armpit, catch the ankle, just like we did in seated a minute ago. Catching the ankle from here, getting into your twist, and notice the right shoulder is kind of pulling towards the ankle. You're pulling with the hand. Stay right here, it's a great place to stay. And notice if you're lifting your head like I am, allow your head to hang here. Your head is not going to keep you lifted. Your left hand might help you do that. So if you feel like you're going to fall, keep the left hand down, anchored on the block or the earth to help you here. Or if you're really nice and balanced, sweep the left arm behind you. Allowing your head to hang, getting deeper into your twist. So I kept going deeper into this posture. You don't have to go to the deepest variation. You're in a place where you feel great, a great stretch, but not shaking in this one. And then release the hands back down to the mat, walk your way to the center. Maybe bend one knee at a time, just giving a little release for your legs. And then pause here, extend the legs or bend the knees, fold with the ground, the head down, walk your way to the right, towards the right foot. If you're lifting the head, relax your neck. Maybe left hand can come under the right armpit, catching the ankle, pulling the shoulder, the left shoulder towards your ankle. Stay right here. You can even have the right hand further front to get deeper into the shoulders, a full stretch here, or wrap it behind your back. Wherever you are is great. Knees are bent or straight, hand is down or lifted. Then release the hands down to the mat first. You're completely anchored and balanced. Then walk your way to the center. Finally, bend your knees. Hands on your hips and inhale, rise all the way up. Open your mouth and let it go. Rotate the right toes to the back of your mat, left toes are inward. Arms are parallel to the floor, bend the right knee. Intentionally engaging the back leg with the thigh, the hamstring to the back wall. Outside edge of the foot is down. And then bending the right knee, flaring the knee out with the toe on the inside of your knee. Lengthen the sides of your torso and reach out from the shoulder blades. Let's get into reverse warrior. Have the left hand down, right hand reaching up. Create space between the side ribs here. Still bending the front knee or the right knee. Breathe through your nose. Find softness in your shoulders and your neck, your facial muscles. And inhale here. With your exhale, cartwheel the hands. Have the right forearm to the thigh, left arm over the ear. Maybe the hips are a little bit lower without sinking into the right shoulder. Stay light on the arm. Feel the energy, feel the stretch from the left foot all the way up to the left fingertips. Gaze can be under the armpit. So here you're engaging core, you have a little tuck in your hips. This middle of your body is fully engaged to help us get into some movements, ignoring the pain in the right leg. Inhale, reach and cartwheel. And exhale at your own pace, coming into your side angle. Feel the stretch in the side body before you change. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And last time, exhale. You got this. Inhale, open the side body. This time, extend the leg. Give yourself somewhat of a release here. And with your exhale, right arm is parallel to the floor, heel toe the back foot closer and closer, going to half moon. If you have your block, find it. Start leaning forward. Right hand comes down to the block or the earth and lift the left leg up. Flex your foot. Stack your hips, stack the shoulders. Maybe the left hand is reaching up to the sky or not today. Feel like you're creating space on the inside of your body as you pull in opposite directions. Keeping the center engaged. One more deep breath in. On your exhale, bend the knee, tap the foot, both hands are down, walk your way to the left. The toes, the right toes are inward, Skandasana. Hands can be to the block, to the thigh, or to the earth. Start here with me, engaging your thigh muscles, really feeling the right leg. And then slowly lower your hips, lift the left toes up, hands are on the inside of your thigh. So trying to bring the heel, the right heel closer down maybe, and then maybe lift the shoulders. What you're not doing, definitely, is you're not on the inside edge of the back foot. I see a lot of people in class do this, and that's really hard on your knee. You want the toes to be lifted if you're lowering your hips. Stay right here, it's a great place to be, or maybe today you bind the right arm behind or around your leg, left arm behind your back. Hands can meet, opening the left shoulder. Beautiful. Take a breath in. With your exhale, release the hands down. However you get here, slowly find your way to seated. So I've learned to bring my foot a little bit closer inward so I can find that fold. And then I'm pressing the knee out, rising up. Remember, you can have the foot to the inside of your thigh. Inhale, breathe in. On your exhale, walk your way into a fold. So it could be to the center, towards your leg. It's kind of a weird fold. You can catch your foot if you want or not. There's a lot of rounding in the lower back. Try to work on that length. And then inhale, rise up. Okay, let's get to, I love this next posture. You have the left hand catching your ankle. Your right arm is reaching up towards the sky. Pull the shoulders, tuck the shoulders down and start leaning to the side. And your left hand is pulling onto the left shoulder towards your ankle to open the right shoulder even more. Find your deep breathing. Soften the skin on the back of your neck. down. And to come up, use your left hand to pull on your ankle. Don't use your back to come all the way up. Very good. And release. I'll meet you in the center of the mat. Hands are on your knees, round your back, and then come all the way on your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out. 2 more just like that. Full breath in, fill your lungs fully. And a long exhale through your nose or a clearing breath through your nose, through your mouth. One more time. And with your exhale, feel your whole body, the back of your head, the back of your shoulders, relax onto your mat. Release the left foot down, the right ankle is above your knee, and release the fingers behind the left thigh and flex both feet here. You might use your hand to bring the right ankle closer towards you. You're kind of pulling or pushing the right knee away from you. Option to stay here or bend the left knee a lot. Maybe even interlace the fingers in front of the shin if you want to get a little bit deeper. And you'll know that you overdid it because your tailbone will lift. You'll really round the lower back. So you want to keep the tailbone flat down on the mat. If that's not happening, bring the hands back to the thigh. And maybe you have a little sway side to side. Maintaining your nice, deep, long breaths. Stay right here. It's a great place to stay wherever your hands are. Or maybe you extend the left leg. You lift the shoulders to catch your calf. Maybe the head can rest down or not. And this time my tailbone is lifting, so what I'm going to do is lower my hands a little bit and try to flatten my tailbone. And you can point and flex the left foot a few times. If you're carrying tension in the shoulders, let go. And when you're ready, bend your knee again. And this time release the right foot all the way to the left. So you want the shoulders flat down to the mat and the right foot is down to the mat and you're bending the left knee. Have the left hand on the inside of your thigh, on the middle of the thigh, and pull like you're pulling the femur bone out of your hip socket. Pulling the thigh away from you. And when you're ready, relax your arms. You can cactus the arms here and just find your way to your twist. Maybe lifting the right foot up, or if you want to get deeper or deeper into this posture, you can have the right hand catch the left foot, left hand catch the upper right foot, extend the upper foot leg, and pull the lower foot towards you. Wherever you are in your twist, you want the right shoulder to stay down on your mat. Maybe you gaze to the right. When you're ready, slowly release, very slowly rotate back to the center. Center your hips and just windshield wiper the legs side to side a few times. Deepening your breath, breathe through your nose. Engaging your belly with your inhale so your diaphragm will have space to drop down. And come back to the center. Let's go to the other side, left ankle above your knee, flex your foot. Lift the right leg up. We'll start by interlacing the fingers behind the thigh. Maybe move the foot a little bit closer. Work on the left knee away from you. You can add a sway. respirations, you stop wherever your body calls for. Maybe you interlace the fingers in front of the shin. Still swaying side to side, resting the head down. Maybe you lift the right leg up if you want. Lift the shoulders, interlace the fingers behind the calf, and then release the shoulders down. My tailbone lifted, so I lower my leg, my hands a little bit, see if that works. If not, I'll just go back to bending the knee and the hands are in front of the shin. So wherever you are is great. Try to keep the tailbone flat down to get into your hips. And then release your hands. The left foot drops all the way to the right. And then the right hand, pull the foot closer towards you maybe, and the foot is down. The right hand is on the inside of your thigh. Pull the femur bone out of your hip. The thigh away from you. Take a few breaths here. I like the stretch. It makes me feel like it gives me more space in the waist here. We did a lot of stretches there, so it's more of a release, creating space in the hip socket. That's how it feels like. And then release. Find your way to your twist, whatever that means. Like for you, maybe you bent your knee, lift the leg, left arm next to you, gaze to the left, or maybe you catch opposite feet, extending the upper leg, bending the lower one. Keep the left shoulder down, maybe you gaze to the left wherever you are. Soften the gaze or close your eyes and just focus on your breath. Very slowly come back to the center. You can extend the legs, or if the lower back is sensitive, you can stay here with the knees touching, the feet are out. Either way, have the arms next to you, the palms facing the sky. Widen the shoulders and release them down. Tuck your hips, wiggle your way to release the hips down. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and let it go. Again, a full breath in and hold at the top of your breath. Open your mouth and sigh out, make some sound. Relax your whole body onto your mat. Relax your facial muscles, the skin on the back of your ears, on the back of your neck. Feel your eyelids heavy. Just follow your breath. Give yourself a few minutes to stay here, focusing on your breath, allowing the energy that's been moving in your body, the stagnation that we opened, allowing all that to settle in. Allow your mind to calm down. Stay here as long as you want to, as long as you need to. I will let you go. Thank you so much for joining me in my practice today.